Evening all. You have to excuse me a moment. I'm currently trying to win more stuff on another stream. I'm greedy that way. So tonight we are going to be playing about a little bit. So I have managed to complete that thoroughly enjoyable event. So that's it, done, dusted, never have to touch that ever again. Thank God for that. So I have the set. I have upgraded everything apart from the torpedo because I don't plan on using the torpedo. Take it off infinite anyway. And I thought we'll have a little play about. Yes, I've got the giggity in, that's why I'm listening intently. So, I have sorted on the console for the bonus with the Cat 1 anti-proton. See how that goes, and then I might swap out the Bowl Obey Omni for the event one and see how it goes. So that is the plan. We have the parter ready. Nope, didn't win the T6 coupon. Shame. He's listening intently for my name getting called, which it probably won't do, but we can see. So yes, so that is the plan. I was going to do some key opening tonight as well, so I don't have any keys at the moment. I did do 5 that I won from the Mutara Alliance yesterday. And I opened up a load of Borg boxes and I got another liberated Borg Juggernaut. So that was quite a nice change. So I'm just going to keep an eye on the exchange and see if we get any eager young souls putting up any cheap keys tonight. So. And I'm also just checking the streams as well because I know OBS had a bit of a hissy fit on Thursday. So, well, thank you very much for the bits there, Dan. I do like the fact that my notifications are now actually coming through, and I can also see the chat is working on stream as well. So looks, hopefully everything's all sorted on that front. Well, there's Dan just now. I'll invite you to a teammate. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump into a quick ISE. See what the performance is with the console on. Oh. Dan's on cooldown. Right, okay, right, we'll wait. So, it's already got Moobot on the other channel's got it in for me. It really does. Right, so once IAC comes off the cooldown for Dan, we will jump into it. We'll do a quick parse on it, see how the console performs. As I say, we'll swap out either the Bowl Torpedo or the Omni. I'm slightly dubious about swapping out the Omni purely because the Omni gives you the refraction. So I might actually just upgrade that other torpedo and throw it on and see how it does. So I'll upgrade that just now whilst we're waiting. Let's get it to pop the epic. Let's see, rarity up 1. Come on. Pop the epic already. There we go. Then we'll need to re-engineer it to make it slightly more helpful. Yeah, we could do that. I just bring me when you're ready, mate. I'm just re-rolling this torp anyway. These re-rolls are a pain in the backside. There we go. Perfect. So that'll be ready to rock and roll. Right, 2 seconds. Right. Now we can have my undivided attention. Let's get my stream manager up. Right. AirPods away, headphones on, and we're ready to rock and roll. Right. Then your top up is complete. Let's jump into an HSE. I've one slot, there we are. That's a bad boy we want. So I'm also toying with the idea of just purely starting just to stream on Twitch going forward. See how it gets more viewers of what YouTube does. So I'll make that call when the restream is up for renewal. Because if I'm always streaming on one, I save myself about 15 quid a month on subscription charges. So we'll see how that goes, but I will also keep the YouTube channel going. I've got a couple more ships to do some videos on when I get a few minutes. Might be able to get some done tomorrow. I do have, hopefully, fingers crossed, a fix getting done on my hip tomorrow. I'm waiting for a lovely cortisone injection. So apparently the needle's going to be about yay big off camera, so that's something nice to look forward to. But hopefully, if it works, I will be able to walk properly again. Fingers crossed. And then I can behave like I'm 20-year-old again. Here comes the Mutara Alliance. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. I'll be popping off for a while. 1769. I might even be in HD, who knows? Hey up, Sherry. Yeah, so at the moment we're just queuing up for an HSE at the moment. We test out the event rewards, see how they go, and then jump into some other content, and if keys suddenly appear cheap on the exchange. Cheers, David Boy, appreciate it. Resistance is always futile, so my wife keeps telling me. Unusually, HSE is taking forever and a day. I'll queue up for IAC as well, since Danny Boy's off a cooldown. Let's get one of these, see how we get on with it. Oh, there we go. Infected, perfect. So, anti-proton build on the Bow Sentry with the new console. And see how it goes.
The situation is grim. There's more. Scan begin by...
What could possibly go wrong in a build not designed for this? Matter of fact, I think this is the first time I've actually done an ISE in this ship.
Scanning the nanite trench. Gun. Additional data available.
Activate the combat parser would be a good idea. And avoid getting blown up on the way to the transformers. The servers will stop lagging for 2 seconds, that would be most helpful. This is definitely not one of the more tidy of runs. Tidy up this side because everything's still there.
You will escort us to your own world, where we will begin assimilating our culture and technology.
Go. Finitoed. I'm just going to look at the parser and see how it looked. Right. Oh. The broadside beam spotted quite well. Yeah, I didn't think it would be listed, but I thought I'd better check just to be on the safe side. Right. Right, so we'll do another one of them in a little while, but we'll swap out the bow torpedo for the event one. Why is Stream Elements advertising Fleet Command? Yeah. I did similar when the Art Royal was coming out. I had all the hangar bit ones I'd crafted and they went through the roof as soon as the Art Royal was announced, and Spencer was very kind to say it's one of the best ships he'd had, so mine's went up quite a bit as well. Thank you, Cheops. I've put them on the STO servers, mate. They'll be with you in 5 years. Right, let's see if we get a Hive Onslaught to work. No one does American. Oh, come on. Why is the Borg ones not popping tonight? Oh, there we go. This is about to grab another couple. It suddenly appears. Dan, she say to Thames Water that their improvements are not exactly improving things. And here we go. Interesting mix of ships. 10 Dreads, Scimitar, Crossfield, and we get it. And we have 3 science tunes, so hopefully we'll be able to nuke the Queen before she hits us.
I admire your strength, your will. With us, you will pursue.
I wouldn't make it too cocky. And your build decides to bring a load of threat, you've got absolutely no way of countering it, and you cannot. Where the hell's my mouse? Oh, there it is. Lost my mouse again. Right, let's try that again, shall we? Now it's a torps, it's a 10-second reload time for the event torp. That's not true, Pammy. I've never been referred to so kindly. Come on.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel.
She always says they're futile and then she always blows up. Although I get hit with feedback bolts and it goes boom.
Eternal! This is not the end.
It was the end for my ship. I'm just going to start calling you Chops from now on, Cheops, just for giggles. That's just be the funny way of pronouncing it. Or the proper way, one of the two. Yep, Cheops. That's what I always put in the stream chats. Cheops. Now, grab these, I think. How many more? I can buy quite a few more, that's fine. I'll get some gambling on the go. See if it wins any fun and amazing prizes. Right, might as well leave myself a little bit of EC kicking about. Right. 2 ticks. Let's see if I've got my superstitious bridge on the ship. I do. Good. Fair enough, chops. This will be a bit shorter stream tonight, purely because, as I was saying at the start there, that I am off to the hospital tomorrow to get a massive needle stuck in my hip so I can start walking again properly. So I want to be well rested so I can really appreciate and look forward to it tomorrow. Me and Stream Elements are going to be having words. I stopped doing Fleet Command since they screwed me over on the sponsorship. And Pammy, that explains a lot about Chris. Right, here we go. Gambling time. So, just Infinity tonight, no Borg. Weapon pack, that's fine, need some of them. Ah, I said I needed some, I didn't need to say I needed them constantly. Bloody hell. Just 9 bridge officers. Is that another ground one? Alright. I can't say that was the most exciting of draws, to be honest. Alright. I was going for a fair bit the other day, so I'll do that. See if we get anything decent here. We get chain conduit, okay. For ground trait wise, oh, chaps, oh, you're starting a war. You're starting a war. Yeah, I was selling all right. That one, right. Let's deal with some of this just now. Need to see what weapons I'm after, so I shall do that later on. Get these up for sale just now. Recoup some of the losses there. 2799. That. See what the gamma ones are going for. How much can we punt the DS9 bridge officers for? Let's have a look. Let's have a chat. Yeah, I can appreciate that Geops actually, so daft on enough. Well, that's ourselves for quite a bit. What does that actually do? Interesting. Yep, we've seen some just pop up. Let's just check this. But hey, I made the list here up, so I'm quite impressed. Well, that sounds quite nice to him as well. Oh well. That's what I thought, Cheops. You know, it's I say you know you've made the big time. Anyway, yeah. So selling that. So I got distracted by being on a very, how should we put it, special list. The problem is I stick a load of stuff up on the exchange and then I forget that I've put it up on other characters and end up undercutting myself, which is very impressive. Right. Back to the TFOs. So, I'm just going to jump into some random advances now, I think, because this ship is not going to do Corfez, even though we had quite a successful Corfez, even with the Touré phase the other day. But let's not tempt fate. I'll just play about with the new kit. And speaking of which, I will put on the Omni. And watch this, all we'll now get is ground after ground after ground. Oh, Dan, you and your top-ups. So it's a bad state of affairs when I've got to buy my own keys now. I'm just trying to open this bottle quietly so I don't deafen everybody on the street. Probably failing miserably.
DS9 to all Alliance
counterpoint.
ships. A Terran Empire fleet is attacking the station. We require immediate.
I do recall blowing up quite a few times the last time I did this one.
Clear these ships as soon as possible.
Full throttle. straight into it. What could possibly go wrong?
Alliance forces. The station is under heavy attack.
Yeah, if it's got alcohol in it at the moment, I'll drink it. Come on, get me out of this damn field. That's just cheating, that is. I'd be very tempted to actually put the wee sentry console back on this one time doing this TFO
Terrans are creating
and just park above Terric Door. Should be fun. Oh, duh.
Deep Space Nine is under attack.
Oh no, somebody put the KDFs in, oh dear. But hide them for Chris. I have to say, this thing does turn on a dime. It's over there. Fine. Visual glitch on the bar again. What's that? Might have we play with that in a minute. I forgot there was a set bonus. I don't know if I like the look of the torpedoes though, visually. The L ones are very Cardassian looking. So it might not be bad for a team build on a Cardassian ship. This visual bug is really starting to get on my nerves. Keep looking down, I see them. Oh no, they've deactivated. But I know they've not. I'm saying that in the stream on Thursday. I think somebody was using the Albino console because it kept knocking them off.
Something massive is coming through.
And they definitely were going off because they were disappearing from the buff bar and going on cooldown.
The Terran Empire.
Oh good. We're getting some rubber banding. That's what I like to see. Losing my mouse. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm just going to take out Terek now.
Surrender now! And the Terran Empire. Make repairs!
Never mind doing repairs, just put the shields down and surrender. Then we can all go home.
DS9 to Alliance orders. Paradox Nor has been disabled.
There we go. Now just make sure DS9 doesn't fall on its backside.
We've conquered everyone else in our reality.
I think console's catching up with PC because I was doing the red alert earlier on Xbox and I was getting CSV misfires. So
The Emperor.
console's officially caught up and has everything PC has now. This time gating is extremely annoying on this TFO. Should be a case of as soon as Terek Nor is disabled, move on to the next stage. No, not going into that bubble. Got all excited there thinking stuff is sold. Just another bounce back, unfortunately. Extremely immersive. Oh, somebody's playing about with Black Alert. It's one trait I've still not played about with actually. we all excited for the summer ship? Or is that a sore subject? Oh dear, got stuck in a pylon. That's a better question. Is everybody excited for the summer event? A month-long trip to Ryza. That's where I constantly check to make sure OBS hasn't crashed. Right, almost done. My nice semi-camouflaged
Reading an energy surge.
biosentry vessel.
Expect reinforcements at any moment.
Damn stasis bubble.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Right. Job done. Right. Just curious to see how the beam and the torpedo did in that one. Let's have a little nosy. So the Omni did the same as the broadside beam support. I guess we're having the triple test map would be better. The map I'd actually be able to get back onto triple would be better, but hey ho. Then I'll try it in an ISE in a little while. We changed that turret build mid-run. Why does nobody want my Borg doffs? How dare they? Which I sacrifice trying to get them. To be fair, they're not exactly the best ones, but still. Hopefully somebody likes them. Right. That's off the cooldown. Now let's do an ISE run with the 3-piece on from the event and see how it compares to the last one. Just curious. Going to take bets on how long it takes me to blow up as well.
The situation is there's more.
This briefing session's too long. Briefing session, 20 seconds. Spencer always says these should cool down but as soon as you change maps.
Scanning the nanite transfer. Got it. Digital data is available.
Start shooting, that'll be a good idea.
The nanite froze to repair the transfer. Stop that. The probe is closing in on a transfer. Destroy it.
I'd love to destroy it. But this is not the ship for doing that. It's a ship for getting your ass handed to you. Yep. There we go. At least we got the gateway down anyway, that's half the battle. There we go. Not a bad run there, Dan. 835. That was impressive. I'm getting lag now changing maps. Yeah, not too impressed with the Omni. And that's the set bonus of that Devil's Kiss. Yeah, so losing the bow refraction's not worth it. So there we go. You did very well there, Dan. 835k. Right. So tried and tested. I'm going to repair this and then swap it out for something else. Not sure what I'm in the mood to fly tonight, to be honest. Just grabbed that one because it was the one anti-proton build I had that I knew I didn't have to do anything with. Right, let's find something to play with. Not really in the mood for a theme build. That one needs some work done. It's a semi-theme build, so I'll grab this one. Change the shield. I'll stick on the Borg one. There we go. Right. Let's see what we can do in this ship. Do a quick random advance, and then I'll need to take a very short break. And try and coincide it with the ad break on Twitch. What I will actually need to do is learn how to try and replicate my Twitch description to that of my YouTube one, because the YouTube one's got all the links in it. Like the Casual Sab, Nick NB, MC Stu, Mutara, Thornburg. So, if you're wanting links for other content, have a look at the YouTube video description, or any of the videos on YouTube actually. They've all got the same links on it. And if you haven't checked them out, make sure you do so. Right, who's got the bomb? Yep. I think that's anybody in here. So we can clear that base out, I think. That's that one clear. Where's the next one with the bomb? That's the question. Oh no, it does have a bomb. I just wasn't showing the UI for it.
Another Zinkethi base has been destroyed. There are 3 left.
Bugger stole that bomb off me. How else am I supposed to feel included if somebody keeps stealing the bombs off me?
Got a bomb. Now destroy one of their bases.
Right,
Your teammate has
which
captured a
base
bomb.
have we got?
Protect them. Only one.
And boom.
Ah, they're sending a dreadnought to stop it.
Which base is it? Yes. Gold 12, thank you very much for the follow. How are we doing? Well, I wouldn't exactly call what I do streaming if you speak to half the people in the stream. Yes, I do Thursdays and Sundays, normally. And then depending on OBS, if it works or not, depends how long I get to stream for. Cool. Right. I shall be back in just a moment. Ah, much appreciated, bud. What I'll do is I will add your link into the description I put on my videos, mate. So it's nice to be nice. Right, I get to enjoy the new break screen I've done, and I'll be back in just a moment. And much to everybody's disappointment, I am back. Ugh. I hate it when the tablets get stuck in your mouth. Ah, Dan, you suck up about as bad as I do to Spencer. Righty-ho. So, we are good to go. Now, I'm at Dyson Joint Command number 1. If anybody fancies popping along and joining for a couple of runs. As I say, I'm going to stream for about another half an hour tonight. Because it's 10 o'clock my time. It was nice for Eric to pop by. So, I'll give it a couple of minutes, see if anybody wants to join us. I'll also put my @handle in the chat if anybody's looking for me. Let's see if that pops up in both. Yes, it does. Things do go a lot more smoothly when the software works. And I'm definitely going to have to try and sort out stream elements with that bleeding fleet command. Oh, well, thank you very much, Strongo. Much appreciated with the bits there, pal. It's fine enough. I'm just putting your link into the chat. So if you just want to pop by, drop him a follow and catch his streams. See, Dan, that's how you do a top up. To make sure you get the swing by from gold 12th. See, bribery and corruption. Who says it's a dying art form? Right. What ship did I go into? This old age. Oh yes. Credence. Old age, I keep forgetting what I'm doing. No, I appreciate you stopping by, especially with the bits, pal. Right. What fun and exciting stuff are we going to get this time round? So I say every Thursday and Sunday at the same time, which is 9 PM British Summer Time, which is about 1 PM Pacific Time, and all the other time zones in between. There's far too many time zones to try and keep track of. I must mind and say on the next Mutara stream that another 10 followers and I can go giggity. That should give them a chuckle on Thursday. I think they're streaming. That's this defense. That's what it is. Right. Ah, perfect, bud. Much appreciated.
Here they come.
At least it's only the ding-ons from Discovery on that one. Checking the stream stats. I say I'm very, very cautious at the moment with OBS and Restream. No, not so much cautious, more paranoid. As I've been saying in Discord of late, we definitely need to get some decent new events in the game, doing all the different TFOs. Do a nice Defenders event or something and throw in Counterpoint, Resistance and Defense of Starbase 1 for example, or nice Borg 1 with all the Borg TFOs and patrols. Something for a bit more variety, I think, instead of the same old, same old. I'm just trying to think what the next one's going to be. I suspect it might be the Klingon one. Hey, Becky.
Reading some heavier ships incoming. Raiders and battle cruisers.
Once I've finished this TFO, Becky, I'll get you a channel link into the chat for you as well, because I know you stream also. And I do have the fun on the Mutara as well. Well, I thought I was going to say Dan can do it, but he's in the TFO with me. So I think it might be the Klingon one next with the Hell with Honor. Or perhaps the Herald one, because I don't think we've done that one this year so far. I shall consult the wiki as well and just double check. Nice, somebody's got the red dwarf in. I like it. Speaking of classic shows, I was watching, believe it or not, the real Ghostbusters cartoon from the 80s. Back to my childhood, and also my kids have been asking to watch Ghostbusters, and they're not quite at the stage where they'd realise it's not real, and probably end up being up for 6 months after watching it. So I thought I'll get the cartoon version and see how they get on with that. But one of the writers for it was actually the creator of Babylon 5. And there's a totally useless bit of information for a Sunday night. do wish things would blow up faster. Or the ships would actually move a bit quicker, that would be helpful. Now they're prepping for evac, you think we want to get out of the area as quickly as possible.
Not yet. Requesting assistance.
James White Dragon with the raid, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Welcome in everyone. Had to get a bit of a busier one tonight. Not bad, James. How was your stream? Any stats? Yes. Just running about in the Credence doing some advanced TFOs because I don't want to end up in Corfez. And then Stream Elements pops up with Fleet Command. Typical. Corfez is fun when you're in the right ship with the right team and the right frame of mind. Thank you, Stats, for the follow. Very much appreciated.
Roosevelt's in need of aid. Can you draw off some of those enemy ships?
Right. 2 wee seconds. Whilst I grab some links here for everyone. Yeah, Starbase 1 is very nice. First up, I'll grab a link to James's channel there, and also Becky's. Go. Everybody can get their STO fix now. Well, that's right, I was going to check the wiki as well. Yeah, thank you very much for the raid, James. Very much appreciated. Yes, Dan, that was a fun run, that one. Right, let's have a quick look at the event campaigns of years gone by. Well, thankfully they don't do Battle of the Binary Stars anymore with only one TFO. So let's go to more recent ones and let's see what we've had. So we've had the No Win, the Defence and the Tholian so far. So we've still got Flagship to come, Good Day to Die, The Feast as well, most likely, so that could be our 3 for the remainder of the year. I'd rather they dump The Feast, because A, it locks out those 2 TFOs from Advanced and Elite, especially if you're trying to grind out the Gamma marks. So, Demon Hunting wasn't too bad. Thank you very much, Strom. So I'm only going to be streaming for about 15-20 minutes. And that, let's see, I would stream longer, but I do have stuff on in the morning. So I'll need to get to bed early for that. So I think most likely that's going to be our last 3 this year. So Good Day to Die, which has got a decent selection. No worries, Dan. Of TFOs to do. The Flagship one, again, not a bad selection, certainly more so than what we've had with Pavo and Tholian, and of course this mini event we've just had. So, yeah. So we'll wait and see when they get announced. Let's wait for Dan to come back before we jump into the next one. It's the kind of mails I like to see. Free stuff and stuff getting sold. Get rid of all these fleet marks whilst we're waiting. I'll eventually do something with my feet creds. Don't know what, but I'll eventually do something. Right, Dan, you're back. Right. Let's see what we get next. I do wish it would just start loading the second you accept it. See if any more of those cheap keys had appeared. Bad feeling this could be a ground one coming up. We'll find out in a minute. Oh no.
We don't have a lot of time, so
That's worse.
it's quick.
This is pretty scenery if nothing else. Somebody's got Chimera in with them, nice. I do like that ship, I just wish it had full spec seating on it. Be nice if they brought all the life sub ships, give them all a nice revamp, full spec seating. Different spec for each faction. Does be nice if they also threw in the Jem'Hadar EV suit as well, since everything else has got it, Fed, Klingon, Romulan. But you have to buy an unreclaimable EV suit from the Zen store if you want the Jem'Hadar one. Oh joy, Alachi. This will give me more fleet resources that I can rarely use. It'd be fun. At least the ship looks pretty. Even if the floated parts are like a whale's tail on it. Did you not activate the satellite? The hell?
Picking up multiple enemy signals on sensor. Get ready.
G-Ups, if you're still here, we'll have a look at STO General. I think Star Guardians is having a stroke. That's
Ship is under attack.
sad that his cat's got into the keyboard by the looks of it. After this, TFL's more fun than the jelly. Or with the Connie 3 console. No, nothing else. At least this TFO gives you a nice variety of enemies. Unfortunately, it's time gated, that's the only downside of it. No, I do have the warp core on it. 93 degrees. Okay, what's that in proper temperature? We don't do your Fahrenheit stuff here. 28C. Alright. Is that called boiling? I'll say it was slightly warm. The reason I say that is because I've been in India during the height of the summer for 2 weeks working, and I was also over in Valencia last year. Yeah, last year for a works conference, and the entire week it was 39 degrees Celsius plus and 95% humidity. So that was hot. That was a case of you didn't venture out during the day at all. Too bloody what degrees sound to me. Sounds like you're just not used to it, mate. Aye, in Canada, Divine, nice. It's always some place I wanted to come and visit, to be honest. I always liked the idea of going to Canada. Why is this wee right next to the satellite and doesn't activate it? I'm guessing because he's a science character, he doesn't want to put the science onto it.
Picking up the enemy flagship. Hang on up there.
Yeah. As I say, it's on my list of places I'd like to visit. I'm trying to see if I can get my work to send me to Japan, because we might be doing a offshore wind farm out there. And I'm like, I'll quite happily go. I don't mind the travel time. And when I'm back home, I can work the same hours that they do, you know. Don't mind the time difference. Just means my boss could never get a hold of me, which is even better. As things stand at the moment, I get sent to Germany normally, occasionally Spain, and Holland. Oh, it says when I can travel, which is few and far between at the moment. Did try to get sent out to Australia for some training, but funnily enough, they wouldn't actually pay for that. Bit of a damn shame. Hey, Johnny.
Shield generator gamma is at 75%.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll stay up for another 2 minutes. it would turn around and I have to be flying straight into its firing line. I know. Now, these wee Tholian warp crystals are great fun. Especially doing rescue and search patrol. I'll just warp in and just blow up straight away. Nearly done. Looking forward to tomorrow. No event stuff to do. Just dill mining and refining and then throwing it all into my main account. And then a red alert on Xbox. Nice easy day.
We did it! Enemy fleets have disengaged.
Looks like the assault is over.
I must have met on Friday. Yeah, Friday I think we had about 27 degrees Celsius on Friday, and the cold water tap was actually lukewarm. Now see, you were complaining about not having any hot water, and now you have it. You should be happy. I need to get rid of this stupid 250,000 limit on this, I tell you. Or make this cost 3 times as much. Because otherwise they're going to be sitting in my inventory for God knows how long. Unless I just delete them. Okay, so I'm just going to try and... Damn it. Let's try to stop the ad on Twitch. Right, well, that's going to be me for the night, people. That was good, Dan. Yeah. So, next stream on Thursday. Probably for my normal duration, about 2.5 hours. I'll see if I can come up with something fun and exciting to do. Then I'll try and get a couple of videos out this week. Now, say we've got that Gemandar Vanguard Carrier video to do. So I'll try and get that out and then see what else I can do. But thank you all very much for tuning in. Thank you to everybody with the new follows. Thank you again, Dan, with the bits. So I'll go with the bits as well. Very much appreciated. And hopefully I shall catch you all on Thursday. So enjoy yourselves until then. Thanks again.